Hey everyone, summer is just around the corner and I'm super excited about the plans I have made. I'm looking forward to some weekend trips to the beach, exploring new local spots, and even a big vacation I've been dreaming about. Because I rarely go on vacation. Wherever the sunny day takes you, a pair of sunglasses should always be in reach. With Pair Eyewear, you can switch from prescription frames to sunglasses for UV protection or polarization in a snap. Now, I've been loving my new Mickey and Friends frame collection from Pair Eyewear. Browsing through the options, I have found some amazing styles. Celebrate friendship and adventure this summer with Pair Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com and use code Sibling15 for 15% off your first pair. And mention that Sibling Rivalry sent you in your post-checkout survey to support us. That's PAIR eyewear.com, code Sibling15. All right, everyone, welcome back to Sibling Watchery. Now, this week, I'm subbing for Monet, and Dawn is subbing for Trinity the Tuck. So we are all over the place, but we are here. Dawn, where are you right now, by the way?
I'm in my studio in Brooklyn with all my things.
Oh, you have a studio?
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Me and my boyfriend share it. I know.
Woo, look at her. I'm also in my studio in the Valley. My studio's in the Valley. Mine is not in any high class area.
What's the Valley?
The Valley is just north of Hollywood.
Okay, T.
So the Valley
Sure.
is the suburbs, basically the suburbs of LA.
I love the suburbs.
Yeah.
I grew up there.
If you want to live, me too. If you want to live in a more if you want to have the LA fantasy, but you would like to live in a house that is affordable, come to the Valley.
I see. Got it.
I do not live in the Valley. I live in Hollywood though, and I live in an apartment. So six one half dozen the other. How have you been? What is there anything to catch up on with you before we get started? Oh yes, honey.
Oh.
The House of Love is sending me to the. I cannot.
Am I allowed to have this on camera? Is that going to get like a copyright strike or something?
I mean, if you want to give them free promo, that's all up to you.
I mean, they sent me this shit for free. Like, I'll give them free promo. Thanks. Thank you, House of Love.
What flavor is that?
So the problem is that I just wanted something to loosen up for this, but I already drank all of the lower ones, so this is the 12%er.
Yeah, I heard these be knocking you out, honey.
Oh, I'm about to play some Fortnite after this. Just crunked, okay?
You play Fortnite?
Done. I just started playing Fortnite. I'm really bad.
Oh my God, so okay. Well, go ahead.
Okay. When you first start playing and you can't do the ranked matches, I was like, oh, I'm eating. Like 15 kills. I was like, I'm cooking. And then first ranked match, not good. Not very
immediately sniped. 98th.
But I'm working on it.
So just so you know, Morphine, Tsunami, Queen of Flips.
Who?
Queen of Flips. Maya Mon.
I'm just kidding.
They all play Fortnite, and I played with Morphine and Tsunami, and it was so fun. So fun.
I need to get in on that. They
don't build, though. Do you build?
I hate build mode. My boyfriend always likes to play build mode. I'm like, no, because that's not a skill set I'm willing to get. I don't want to. And so I don't want to be like gamed out by them.
Gays don't build. In Fortnite, gays don't build. And in Super Smash Brothers, gays don't block. I've learned that. Gays don't block. They just take the hits.
Like with the shield?
They just take in Fortnite.
Wait,
in Smash Brothers, they just take the hits. And in Fortnite, they just like whatever. I don't build. With that in mind,
who's your main in Smash?
Wait, do you play Smash too?
Yes.
Are you
I
good?
love Smash Brothers. I am good at Smash. I've been playing that since like I was literally maybe like 7 years old. Like I'm a melee girl.
But do you think you'll beat me though?
Yeah.
You really think so?
Yes.
All right, honey. Listen, y'all heard it here. Me and Dawn will be online playing Fortnite soon. We will see.
When is the Twitch stream? Get into it.
Wait, what's on the line? What's on the line? I always say someone has to do something else. Like you have to dress up as me. I have to dress up as you. Something like that.
I don't know, but I really need you to try to do my makeup.
Yeah, is there a Dawn tutorial online?
There is. I posted one on YouTube. You should do it.
Oh God, I'll probably follow it and end up looking crazy. I don't know that I have. You have a tiny little head. My head is gigantic. Yeah, you even have a small head for your body, which is already small, and I have a big head for my body, which is already big. So big ass head.
You're huge. I'm tiny. Continue.
That being said, we are not here to talk about Fortnite. We're not here to talk about Smash. Oh, I main either Me Gunner or Villager.
Okay.
Who do you
We're
main?
gonna move on. Peach and Zelda, like a good faggot. Oops,
Girl, not Zelda. You're going down. I need you to know right now that you're going down. And we're gonna find out later. Jacob, please help me arrange this. That being said, we're here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 9, Episode 9, Rosemarie's Baby Shower, the Rusical, which I'm really disappointed they didn't call it Rosemarie's Baby or Rosemary, but
I kind of thought that Rosemarie was too close to Rosemary. Like,
but Rosemary is great.
Rosemary makes more sense. Yes, I don't
know. So in the fallout, we found out Angeria is the last person to be scissored by one of her sisters. She walks in, and the girls seem to be taking the snipping pretty on the chin, except Mick. Mick is when Mick gets snipped, she is hot, and everyone else is like, "Yeah, I get it. You get snipped, you get snipped."
Well, Mick got snipped for the design challenge, right?
Did she? I can't remember. But you also don't know you don't know it's gonna be a design challenge. They don't say next week is design.
But she's probably pissed when she found out. Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, the Ruby Snippers are dead now, right? That was
they're done.
And they resulted in nothing, which is unfortunate. Because I really like when Drag Race does these twists that are like in the queen's control. Like on my season, the immunity potion. It's like that's up to us when we want to use that.
Yeah.
But it is a bummer when it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Well, they did do something else, which we're going to talk about soon, which was the giving away a beautiful benefatress badge. So at this point, Plastique has no money for her charity. Not a single dollar has she raised for her charity. At this point, I'm like, she needs to make a post. She needs to start a GoFundMe or something, bitch. Maybe people will feel bad enough.
I do. I donate all the money I have just so that she doesn't have to feel embarrassed by that.
4 wins. She's lost every lip sync and not a single. So, Plastique, if you're listening, girl, post a link to your charity so that we can help them out because this is wild.
Please. I also, she's not. What's shocking to me is it's not like it's like, it's not like it's Q up there. You know what I mean? Like, she's a great lip syncer.
That was
too much.
That was crazy. And you're not wrong, but it is crazy.
She's doing a good job. But who's she lip syncing against? Like Roxy? Like Roxy Tears.
I said this about you. She's kind of going through what you went through in your season. You are a great designer and you are really good at sewing. But just every once in a while, you would just be bested by someone who was just for that challenge a little bit more suited for what it was. But I feel like in another season, in an All-Stars, where the girls, for some reason, the All-Stars girls never sew. Except Plastique, who's out here sewing her ass off. There are moments where I was like, damn, if this girl hadn't done this thing, if she'd have been gone by this point, Dawn would have won that sewing challenge. And if she hadn't been in the top with Roxy for a Diana Ross song, she might have won that lip sync.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for the compliment.
And so Plastique and Roxy are in the lead with 4 beautiful benefactresses badges. And then the next day, something that Georgia said that is wild, which was, is anyone else feeling gapey? I was like,
I literally have it written down. What does that mean? Does it mean like you're gaping? I know what gapey means. Well, is gapey a word?
No, I mean, I don't know that it's a word, but we know what it means when you say it. Like, it's understood, gapey.
Sure. My question is, like, does that mean that you're actively gaped? Or does it mean that you're in the mood to get gaped?
Is it
like, what is
because
gapey?
Is she like,
Georgia.
You have so many badges that like your shirt has gapes in it from the badges going through? What does she mean?
But she doesn't. She had 2 at that point. I don't know. But that's what I love about Georgia is that she just says shit. Do you remember in like that a couple episodes ago when she went around and she was like, the competition's really heating up? That got me. She said it to like 4 different people. I was like,
have you seen that clip of her going, it's really muggy out here? Have you seen
muggy out here? Like, really I need to know. I need to know what her dose was on set. Like, how ripped was she every day?
I want to know how dilated she was because she's asking if anyone else is feeling gapey.
Gapey.
I was like, what did y'all do before you came in the room? What?
And then you know what Angeria says to her?
Do?
Someone goes, you're always gapey though, Georges. Like, leave this girl alone.
Shout out to the gapey girlies. Shout out to the girls who are constantly dilated. Shout out to them.
I love you. Love you, dilated divas.
They're doing a Rusical, right? And we found out that it's Rosemary. I don't know why they didn't call it Rosemary, but
we're gonna call it that though.
Rosemary's baby shower. And there are 2 badges on the line this week. You get to keep one, you get to give one away. I used to do this at the club where I would give out a drink ticket to someone, and I say 1 drink ticket. So, you've seen where the queens have someone do a competition, do a lip sync, do a trivia, answer questions, whatever.
A little game.
A little game. And one of them, you give them a drink ticket. But I would always say you have 2 drink tickets. One's for you, but one you have to give to someone in this room that you want that you would hit up on Grindr, and then we play sexy music.
That's fun, Bob.
Yeah, so do you
that.
Do you still host shows in New York?
I had a monthly before Drag Race that I haven't had time to do that I would host. But we didn't do anything nearly as interesting, baby. We were doing weird back of the bar shit in Brooklyn. Me and my co-host would do like a 20-minute ramble on the mic where we just bring people up and interview them.
What
it wasn't
bar?
Come on, everybody.
The bar's called Come On Everybody?
Yeah.
How long have I been out of the New York City scene? I don't even know. I've literally never heard of entire bar.
Really?
There's a bar called Come On Everybody.
Like C''MON, everybody. It's like the best. I think it's the best bar in New York.
It's in Brooklyn,
for like 3
right?
years. Yeah, in Bed-Stuy.
Girl, do you know how many bars I have worked there that don't even exist anymore? Excess
No, because
Lounge,
I've never been to them.
Splash, this and that, fucking XL.
Hold on, I'm gonna take notes.
Posh, girl, literally heaven. So many bars in New York City that literally that's how I feel like such an ancient queen. Bars that don't even exist that have shut down over the years. Even before COVID, these bars shut down. That's not the point. The point is, any queens out there, you should try this. It's always fun, and make sure you play some sexy music when you tell them. One's for you and one's for someone you'd hit up on Grindr. Then it goes boom, boom, boom. We usually play "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Which apparently isn't about sex. It's actually about like ending war or something.
Well, good for them.
But it sounds so sexy.
Ending war can be sexy, Bob. I wish it was sexier, actually.
Shout out to that. You ate that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Ate that. Now, Georgia said that a lot of queer people love the villains and the monsters in the movies. Was that Georgia or was that
Mick? It was Mick.
Mick. Yeah, so Mick was like, a lot of gay people love, which is true. I mean, gays love villains. We love Ursula. We love Scar. For me, Scar is one of the best Disney villains of all time. I think Scar is often slept on.
That
Jafar
bitch from
is great.
The Princess and the Frog. That's
Isma. No, not Isma.
No, but Isma is that girl.
Yeah, Dr. Facilier, Isma. Also, no one ever talked. You know who I think is kind of low key, snappy gay icon, but people don't have this conversation. Freddy Krueger, the camp, the cracking jokes moments before you kill someone.
The drama, right? That's for him. The only other person in the room is going to be dead.
Exactly.
Like, that's just for you. Yeah.
Everyone knows a 65-year-old skinny ass gay guy who is quippy and tells jokes from the corner. Not RuPaul.
What's that? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Continue.
Wait, what? We'll edit it out. We'll bleep it.
The guy that. Cut it out.
Wait, can we make it Patreon exclusive? Can we at least make it Patreon exclusive?
Sure.
His name is, and if you want to know what name Dawn said, you have to go over to the Patreon to find out. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Yeah, boots.
So fucking funny. But yeah, I mean, of course, the gays love a good villain, and you know, Violet and Mick are both really into horror films. Do you know that Violet Chachki has a Silence of the Lambs tattoo on her ribcage?
I think I did, but no, that's cool. I don't care about horror films.
I thought you were going to say you don't care about Valachowski and Mick. I was about to be like, damn.
That would be crazy.
I was like, I don't care about Got Mick and Valachowski.
Baby, they sent me all the products.
That's so funny. If you guys want to have a real cackle, go over to the No Gorge YouTube page and look up Got Mick and Violet Chachki going through a haunted house. It is honestly so funny. They
do
love
it in drag.
They do it in full drag, full geesh, going through a haunted house. I think it's at Universal Studios or something. I mean, they used to do a lot of like really fun stuff on the YouTube page.
I will be
same. Whenever you start your podcast, you be like, I'm gonna go on the road. We're gonna film everywhere, and then after a while, you be like, girl, we're gonna sit down out of drag
on a couch, with a microphone.
They've all done it. Trixie and Katya, me and Monet, Alaska and Willem, Violet and Mick. They're all like, I'm gonna be in full drag every time. Then after a few, they're like, bitch, sit your ass down out of drag, put on some tennis shoes, and do this motherfucking podcast.
And this is why I think I'm really self-aware, is because if I ever started a podcast, I would never think I was going to do it in drag. No.
In the beginning, we all like, this is going to be we're not going to be like the other girls. We're going to stay, girl. No. It's a podcast. We're listening. Most of them are listening.
Yeah. Willem and Alaska do it in drag, though. Well, sometimes Willem has a mask on her face,
Willem likes to do drag. So Willem is always in like some weird version of booga drag. And Alaska's usually out of drag or she'll dress up or something. But Willem does like booga drag, which is the drag Willem does on the podcast is not the drag Willem does at gigs. It's two different drags.
But I love it.
I know it's fun. It's fun.
I love it. Kook. Anyway.
So everyone's getting along. But did you did the Rusical? Did you make it to the Rusical in your season?
Yes, I only missed 2 episodes, Bob.
Well, I don't know how far the.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Our Rusical was top 10, so it was very like. There were only a couple like big parts. It wasn't one of those ones where everyone kind of has their own little number.
Top 10 is hilarious. Top 10 is not a. Top
what?
10. Only top 10 is just bottom 4. That's.
Well, yes.
It was episode like
13. 2. Yes. Listen, I'm sure Amanda is very proud of her top 12 placement. Okay.
Oh, they were fighting, weren't they? Fighting during y'all's Rusical?
Someone fought. Yeah, I think Megami wanted Q's part, and then they just played rock paper scissors. I don't remember actually.
So we have another one of those here. Well, there's no fighting this time. Actually, everyone's getting along until they get to the role Dr. Poltergeist. Nina and Angeria both want the role for Dr. Poltergeist, and they just pull a name out of a hat. Which honestly, I'm not. If I really want the role, I'm just not leaving it a chance. I'm sorry.
I noticed something. Georges like pulls the piece of paper out and then reads it, but she never actually like on camera at least shows anybody. I'm like, do you think she just picked?
That would be iconic. Georges was like, girl, it's muggy. Anyway.
Like... because they're like, who's muggy? Okay.
It seems like for some reason the girls don't care for, but like a lot of the girls are calling Angeria delusional, which I find interesting because Angeria's been doing a really good job this whole season, in my opinion. And
wait, when did they call her delusional?
You remember when they all did the voting?
Yeah. T. Yeah, continue.
And she was voted most delusional, which is interesting to me because she seems like a clear front runner in my opinion.
To me, she just seems competitive, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, are you very competitive? No, you're not very competitive.
No, I don't give a fuck. I remember there was at one point I literally was like, we made it to top 6, and I was like, bitch, we got. And Saphira was like, it's not the top 2 yet, so I don't know why you give a fuck. I was like, oh, okay. Like I don't care.
No, you definitely, I remember you during the Lollapalooza, you were like, girl, I'm just going to give it to Amanda so she can live her life. That is, let me tell you right now, it could be Make-A-Wish kid's final wish. I'm going to crush them into the ground. I don't care if their last wish was to win a lip sync. Don't put them against me.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, Bob, let's be serious for a second. In what world would I have ever even made it past the second round of that? Like it just would not have happened. So what's the point?
Megami shocked a lot of people though.
Because Megami is good at that.
She's very clever.
To show it.
She's very clever.
I was going through a lot that time. I couldn't prepare the way I wanted to. It's fine.
You know, that's fair. That is fair. Also, have you noticed Vanjie is in such a good mood this episode? She's so charming. I am so charmed by her this episode.
I wrote down like 4 times while I was watching this, like, Vanjie is perfect. She's just having fun, saying stupid shit. Like, I love it. And I love it too because they're deep into this and no one's going home. So they're probably like, girl, it's been weeks and what are the stakes? And she still just like has this good, happy attitude. I love it. And she's dumb. I love it.
I really enjoy her. She's just I'm really loving her this episode. Something about this episode, she's really, just giving me what I want in television.
Like, don't even get me started on when we get to her performance.
Oh my God. Vanjie was we'll get there, but that we'll get there. We'll get there, honey. Because it was really sickening. So now they go into a recording session, and so Chanel is saying that Chanel has told me several things. Chanel said, I have not touched a sewing machine in 15 years. Chanel has said that she does not sing at all. I'm like, Chanel, what are you doing on Drag Race? She goes, I'm not really into comedy. I don't sew. I don't sing. Bitch, what?
And she doesn't win badges either.
I'm like, so what is there to do? Girl, I don't know if this is the place to start practicing these things.
But you know what? I'm really enjoying her and her go-getter attitude. She's like, I don't do any of this shit, but I'll do it today.
Did you watch the original season of Drag Race?
Season 1?
Yeah.
Of course.
Did you watch it in real time?
No. I was like, what year was that?
You don't need to answer. Yeah,
never mind. No,
we don't need to do all that. You don't have to do all that, Dawn. That being said, Chanel was a titan on her season. Chanel would have easily been in the top 3 if she did not choose to go home herself. She is the original. I want to go home. I don't belong here. She's the original. I don't belong here queen. She's the original. Your own lipstick.
I'm going home.
But. So I mean, I think that also the competition has changed a lot since she was on, and it was 15 years ago.
I also to me, it's like when season 1 was happening, like the queens on that season were like Ru's contemporaries.
Oh yeah,
right? Like, so then to come back 15 years later and it's this like completely different thing, and Ru is just like the queen mother, whatever. Like, it's probably a completely different experience. Just in the relationship with the judging panel. You know what I mean?
I've also realized something too. Today when I was watching the show this morning, I thought to myself, RuPaul has truly done more for her field than I think any person who's ever worked in their field. I don't think that anyone has had an impact on their trade. The trade.
I mean... talk about impact on trade, baby. Let's get into that. No, but like before Drag Race was what it was now, like how many queens were there in the world that were making not just a livable income, but like a large income in their career? You know what I mean?
I'm a product of RuPaul's Drag Race, meaning I watched episode 1 and I was like, I'm ordering a makeup kit. I'm going to be a drag queen from watching season 1, episode 1. Now I had done drag one time before Drag Race ever came out when I was in college, but then it kind of just didn't really speak to me much. And then I watched RuPaul's Drag Race and I was like, this is what I'm going to be doing. Like I found my thing. I was listening to Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan today, and I was like, "Girl, that first of all, I cannot listen to the song without crying. Well, but I can't sing along without crying,
sobbing. I performed Pink Pony Club 2 weeks ago I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, right? I moved away to pursue drag and whatever, and moved to New York 3 years ago. I returned to perform at Raleigh Pride. For the first time ever performing in Raleigh in 3 years, and performed Pink Pony Club. My mom was standing in the front row, and I just sobbed my way through the entire number.
Isn't it? It's that southern. It's that line about the southern drawl. Yes. Singing. What have you done?
During that part, I went up and I held my mom's face and I sang it to her. It was really sweet.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I saw Chapel Roan perform that song in 2019. At this
Okay, Bob.
2021. It was 2021.
Sorry, 2021. Sorry. Chapel Roan was probably in high school in 2019. In 2021, I saw Chapel Roan at a park for this lesbian club that was going to open up, but it didn't open up because they weren't able to raise the money or whatever. But that's not the point. It was a fundraiser for this lesbian party, for this lesbian club, and it was called Hot Donna. Was that what it was, Jacob?
Yeah, Hot Donna's Clubhouse.
Hot Donna's Clubhouse, but it ended up not opening up. And she was just this girl down there with her fucking keyboard and her little red hair singing Pink Pony Club. And then, and I say every like 15 to 20 years, a true nightclub fag hag becomes a superstar. And we are just kind of witnessing the next one of those, in my opinion. I think she's really talented.
She's perfect in every way. She's one of those people where like she kept releasing singles like throughout the pandemic and then after. Like all these songs on the album that are charting now have been out since like 2020. And it's like I would find them as they came out, and I didn't realize that they were all by the same person until her album came out and I listened to it. I was like, oh, I know this girl.
That's
and
wild.
Now just to see what's happening to her now, it's just like I could literally cry about it because she's
it's really beautiful.
And she's just cool. But anyway.
Shout out to Chapel Roan.
Shout out. I was actually
the girls.
She DM'd me in September, I think, and asked me to open for her because she always has the queens open.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't
you said
do it.
No.
No, I said yes, but I was like away.
You said I'm doing Sabrina Carpenter, honey. Can't be bothered, darling. On the me espresso, mama, ooh, oh.
Okay, but she eats too. Okay,
I
not too much of my girl Sabrina.
All the pop divas who bring drag queens on tour with them. Shout out to Madonna. Shout out to Kesha. Shout out to Chapel Roan. I'm probably missing some, but the ones who are constantly giving the girls gigs, shout out to y'all, honey.
Especially when they pay them.
Right?
Because I don't think they all do, but that's fine.
Well, I've only worked for one, and she paid me.
And that's all that matters. Yeah.
The pop diva that I worked with, she paid me, and I was very grateful. So let's go on to the recording. So Chanel is doing this character voice because she says that she can't sing. And then when Mick sings, Mick has the early 2000s white angsty voice.
Yeah.
The one that's like it's like every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. I am my own worst enemy.
Like very like indie boy trying to make a name for himself, but no one really gives a fuck.
Do you remember that song? You probably don't know that song. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on.
Yeah, I know that song.
Sure. All the songs, all the white people sang like that. Like Blink-182, they all did that, he's getting a tattoo, he's getting ink done.
It's like coming from like the bottom of the lung.
But I'm into it. It reminded me when she was like God, Mick was born a girl, baby. Got Mick is single-handedly bringing back white angsty boy singing.
I love it. What I found really interesting about Gottmik's recording session was she gives that line delivery, right? Whatever. Mm-hmm. And then immediately has a confessional where she's like, I'm playing like the Grudge, whatever, so I can just like be as crazy as I want. And like the vocal performance was not that crazy.
No. Roxy's vocal performance was insane.
Crazy.
Roxy was like, yeah. I was like, she was giving like grunge or like screamo type shit.
And Roxy, once again, I might be jumping ahead, I apologize, but Roxy's Pennywise was bordering on copyright infringement. Like that was like
But she changed the hair color to yellow.
Oh, is that enough?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
Also, I kept thinking about it because so back in my day when I was on Drag Race, they did not make outfits for us. So I feel like obviously they wouldn't have everyone make a Pennywise outfit and everyone make a Megan outfit. So they probably just had a few sizes, like one that could probably fit both Nina and Roxy was maybe, and then one that could fit Georges and Mick, and then one that could fit Angeria and whoever's her size for each costume. But back when I was on Drag Race, we were just wearing, whenever we had a challenge that we didn't know what the costume was, we were just wearing clothes from the thrift store or wearing our own. That we wear clothes from out of the closet, literally the thrift store.
Legally speaking, I have no idea what they do.
Yeah, who knows?
However,
who knows?
I would guess that they have someone on set that makes it in like 2 days for them. But I have no idea.
Well, I know that I was on super duper secret celebrity Drag Race.
Yeah, whatever that was.
And they had someone there who was making costumes. And I was like, oh my God, there's someone who's making outfits. This is crazy. Because when I was on Drag, we had to either make it ourselves or we would get stuff from out of the closet and then fix it ourselves and turn it into something that fit. Because a lot of us, they were making us wear women's clothing, but several of us, I had a very large season. Me, Kim, Naomi, Dax, Thorgy, Betty, I'm the shortest out of all of those people. And I'm 6'2".
Right. Huge.
We're big girls. And the only ones who could wear the clothes from the rack were fucking, I mean, Naomi could wear some, but it'd be really short. So we had to like be modifying our clothes and shit. It was kind of annoying. Anyway.
Hypothetically speaking, I didn't have to do that.
Must be nice.
Hey everyone, summer is just around the corner and I'm super excited about the plans I have made. I'm looking forward to some weekend trips to the beach, exploring new local spots, and even a big vacation I've been dreaming about. Because I rarely go on vacation. Wherever the sunny day takes you, a pair of sunglasses should always be in reach. With Pair Eyewear, you can switch from prescription frames to sunglasses for UV protection or a polarization in a snap. This summer, you can set your kid and heart free with their new Mickey and Friends collection. From playful patterns to subtle nods, it features iconic characters like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and more. It's perfect for adding a little bit of magic to your summer style. Now, I've been loving my new Mickey and Friends frame collection from Pair Eyewear. Browsing through the options, I have found some amazing styles, including these character-themed frames in my Pair rotation, which makes every day feel a little bit more fun. Pair's sun tops are the ultimate summer companion. They're so convenient compared to carrying another pair of glasses. I usually keep my sun tops in my bag and switch them out whenever I step outside. The process is so simple, just a quick snap and it's good to go. Celebrate friendship and adventure this summer with Pair Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com and use code Sibling15 for 15% off your first pair. And mention that Sibling Rivalry sent you in your post-checkout survey to support us. That's PAIReyewear.com, code Sibling15.
Summertime is here and it's the perfect season to start building your credit. With all the changes in your routine, you might find yourself spending a bit more than usual, whether it's on vacations, outdoor activities, food, just treating yourself, but don't let that be a source of stress. Summer should be fun, not financially stressful. With Chime's Secured Credit Builder Visa Credit Card, you can easily start building credit with everyday purchases and regular on-time payments, all with no annual fees or interest. Imagine using your summer spending to set yourself up for better financial opportunities down the road. As your credit score grows, you could unlock lower rates on loans for things like a new car or even a home. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is packed with features that make it a no-brainer. No annual fees, interest, or credit checks to apply. That's right, no credit check. Use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. With Chime Secure Credit Card, you can improve your credit scores all summer long. Get started today at chime.com/rivalry. That's chime.com/rivalry. Chime feels like progress. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp NA or Stride Bank NA.
5 eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply.
Out-of-network ATM withdrawals and OTC advance fees may apply. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosure for details.
Are you tired of seeing blank profiles or endless torsos on dating apps? I know I was. It's so frustrating, y'all, trying to connect with somebody when you don't even know what they look like. Just endless swiping through profiles and thinking, how am I supposed to know if I want to meet this person if I can't see their face? Archer is a dating app for gay and queer men where every profile is selfie verified and everyone shows a face, because dating shouldn't be that mysterious. I love that about Archer. You actually get to see who you're talking to right from the start. It makes everything so much more genuine and straightforward. Between dating and hookup mode, Archer gives you multiple ways to find connections, and features like prompts and tags allow you to share more about who you are and what you like. I found it really helpful to use prompts to showcase my personality personality and interests, and it makes starting a conversation so much easier. And they just released a new feature called Communities, where you can join group chats with other guys who have similar interests or are going to the same event. So, whether you're looking for friends, fun, or finding the one, download Archer today. Hey, fabulous people. I have some incredible news to share with you. I, Monet Exchange, will be featured on RuPaul's Drag Race Superstar, the official mobile game. I can't tell you how excited your girl is to be a part of this amazing experience. If you haven't already, you need to download this game ASAP. It's free on iOS and Android, and you get to play with millions of other drag fans and queens from around the world. In the game, players can compete in runway challenges, special events, and even submit customized looks to toot or boot. It's an absolute blast. I'm especially thrilled that fans will be able to wear some of my amazing outfits in the game and collect them for their own virtual wardrobe. There are thousands of fashion pieces you can equip onto your avatar, including tons of iconic fashion items from RuPaul's Drag Race that you know. Now, let me tell you about the moment I saw my character art for the first time. Seeing myself animated in the game was beyond surreal, and she looked good. She looked right. You gotta find your light. The art is so cute and detailed, capturing every fabulous aspect of my drag persona. And seeing some of my iconic looks reimagined in the game, it's like living in a dream. Polly Pocket, but make it black. My favorite recreation has to be the sponge dress. I mean, she's iconic, girl. And also, my other favorite is my All-Stars 4 entrance one. I mean, All-Stars 7. I've been on so many seasons, I can't remember. My All-Stars 7 entrance look, spot on. Which looks absolutely stunning in its digital form. What's great about this game, though, is how easy it is to play. You can take it with you on the go, whether you're traveling on tour or just chilling at your home. It's the perfect way to keep the drag fun going wherever you are. And I have a special treat for you. Use the promo code EXCHANGE to get my exclusive She's Petty outfit in the game. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this one, y'all. So what you waiting for? Download RuPaul's Drag Race Superstar, the official mobile game, today, and join me and millions of other Drag Race fans in the most fabulous mobile game experience ever.
And then Angie, I think Angie is obviously taking Jinx Monsoon's place as the sleeping queen. I did not sleeping in the middle of these queens singing is wild.
Well, I get it, because it's probably like, you know, she's tired. My girl is
Drag
sleepy,
her.
and I get it. That's fine. But like those segments were always my favorite. Like, they were so fun because you're just watching bitches flop on the stage in front of Michelle. Like, it's so funny to like, well, also because when you're up there doing it, you have like the backtrack and you're singing along, but watching the other girls, silent. And they're just singing. And it's horrible. So it was like, I would not fall asleep during that part.
When we did the Rusical My season, we actually were lip syncing to someone else's voice. We did not sing.
Okay, I wanted to address this because same on my Rusical, but my favorite Rusicals are the ones where not where they're singing live, because that shit sucks, but where they
There's only been one, I think, or two, and they did it live like, for Bianca's season.
Cher and
and Monet season, yeah.
But I love like the Madonna one where they record their own voices doing it and then lip sync to that. I love that shit.
What's Jan's opening line? I wanna rule the world.
I love the Madonna Rusical.
Jan
I used to listen to it at the gym.
Voice. Jan has like, I feel like it's not talked about enough how truly gorgeous her voice is.
There's a lot of good singers that have come through Drag Race, and there's a lot of really bad ones. And a lot of really bad ones who think that they're really good.
Do you want to name any of them?
No.
Not even a good one? Damn. You don't even want to give props. You don't want to give demerits. You don't want to give props. You're not giving nothing. You all can fill in the blanks for yourselves, honey.
Yeah.
So Plastique is doing this Britney Spears style voice, which I'm kind of into for her.
I was into it when she was recording it, and then watching it back, I was less into it. But I didn't hate it, you know.
How is Vanjie doing her feet like this?
I don't get it. And
can you do that? Do you think you can do it? I'm gonna try too. Hold on.
Oh yeah, kinda. It hurts. I don't know why I would.
I can't. I can't put my feet down, but my feet start sliding. It looked insane.
And the thing to me is that that was like a casual, like anxious tick. That wasn't like that took effort. Like she was just doing that casually.
Yeah,
for what?
It was very strange. I was like, what is this? I also don't get, like, part of me is like, I get it, lyrics, yeah. But what's the difference? What's truly the difference between once you get to know me and when you get to know? And when you can we like if she's just saying when, just make it when, bitch.
Well, it's that thing that like is kind of confusing because on like an elimination season of Drag Race, like that would have been her nail in the coffin. Like not being able to say what Michelle's telling you to say, even if it's just like slightly off, is like you're going home. It's done. It's a wrap.
And they'll loop
here it's
it.
like
They'll put it in slow motion.
Yeah. They're gonna play the same clip 3 times and you're not gonna clock it, right? But here it's like, what's the like? Okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
it's like,
what
are the ramifications?
It doesn't change the meaning of the. It doesn't change the meaning of the song. So like, what does it matter? So let's go on to the dancing. So shout out to Miguel Zarate who worked on the Celebration tour. He actually
really?
he did some choreography for Madonna on the Celebration tour.
I love him. He's such a sweetie.
And I feel like he's being harsh on Nina. Am I overthinking this?
No, but does she deserve it?
To me, she seems like she's doing a decent job enough. He's like, don't look down, look up, turn to the left, stand up.
It's like she can't get the steps right. Why are we worried about where her neck is going? You know, like that seems like we could deal with that later.
Eyes up, don't be a faggot. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Yeah, he was going in. But she did great in the challenge, so maybe it was necessary. You know what I mean?
Chanel is definitely on the struggle bus when it comes to choreography. She don't dance either. She don't sew. She don't sing. She don't dance.
What do you do well? Quickly. Just kidding. She's very talented. Very talented.
No, we're big fans of the OGs over here.
Of course.
So let's go on to the performance. So Angeria is, for me, Angeria is over the top in a way that I don't know that I'm like.
Oh, in the challenge? Yeah.
It's a little hokey for me.
I just don't think I cared. I was like
you didn't care for it, didn't care against it, you just like in the middle of the road on it?
I just like watched it and I was like, okay, that's happening. Like it didn't really like spark joy or disgust. I was just like, okay, good for you.
Do you remember, are you familiar with Mia Monet's Bigger?
I'm not.
So to give you a clue,
I'm a
what
fan.
Happened was on season 10, Alyssa Edwards was the guest choreographer for, I think, something they did. I can't remember what it was.
Does this have to do with Cracker?
It was just everyone. She kept telling everyone, bigger.
Yeah, okay.
And no matter how, and it got to the point where Cameron Michaels was rolling around on the ground, like literally flopping like a fish, fall on the deck and flop like a fish, full on SpongeBob SquarePants. And she keeps going, bigger, girl, bigger. And it was giving that Angeria internalized that note and was like,
I gotta go huge. It's like, okay.
I'm like, girl, come on now. Really?
It's like, baby, we know we're on Drag Race. Bigger is better, but that's a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Plastique.
I did like Chanel.
No, Chanel did a good job. See, Chanel was big in a way that Chanel didn't seem right. She was in character, and it was over the top, but it wasn't like door. You know what's a great example of too much over the top is a great example of too much is Miley Cyrus. I don't know if it was Sugar or if it was Spice.
Oh, it was Spice.
Spice.
The
It's too much.
Because I like that as a concept, but girl,
it's too fucking much.
And you know what Chanel was doing? While Angie was having her little moment, she was off on the side serving. Like giving full like acting and character. I was obsessed.
Yeah. Plastique did her little TikTok move. I was not part of the conversation about Plastique's big fat tuck. I didn't know this conversation was happening online. Well, it happened on the podcast.
I didn't either.
Well, Trinity was like, it's a big ass tuck.
I did kind of notice that.
But one thing Plastique's gonna do is she's gonna turn around and she's gonna show you that motherfucking tuck. She's gonna show you where that weenie at, honey.
She's yes, very boots. What I like is that she was like hinting that the TikTok move was in there, And then she did it again. And I was like, oh, we just saw that, girl. You want to do it again?
In case you missed it the first time, honey.
Right. And I've seen it like a million times on TikTok too. So what's the tea?
But she did do a really good job. I enjoyed her solo.
Oh, she ate. Yeah.
Especially to be on stage by herself, no backup dancers, there was no one else on stage, literally full on solo, was very impressive.
My favorite part in the Rusical was when it's a full like head-on shot and she's not pregnant. And then she goes, I'm pregnant!
Yeah.
And she's pregnant. I was like... like that's just some classic horrible Drag Race humor that I love.
It was gaggy. I like that. Okay, this spinning wig on Gottmik is I'm obsessed with this spinning wig.
Can you figure out how it works? Because I cannot. I watched it a couple times and I saw the dancers next to her are going like, and I'm are they spin? Yeah, I don't know if they're like holding anything. Maybe they're just doing my move. But like,
I imagine it's on like some sort of a Lazy Susan that's attached to a
Lazy Susan. Sorry,
she's gonna be on the next season 17.
Boots.
Yeah. I imagine it's on like some sort of a Lazy Susan attached to a helmet or some sort of a. And it was just honestly, it was such a gaggy moment. I was obsessed.
No, it was kind of. I saw someone on Twitter that was like, did she bring that with her? How'd she know? And I'm like, no, there's no fucking like they had that for my diva.
Yeah. I want to say this out loud. Nina West 8 down.
Like okay. 8. I got the what's the character that Michelle referenced? The Hairspray diva?
Edna Turnblad.
Edna, yes, because I was getting that down, and then that little face that she was doing, she was like, that was giving like Asia O'Hara in season 10. Win the challenge just because you're making a super fucking face. Like I'm obsessed.
It was great.
She turned it and burned it.
I'm shocked she triggered. I'm shocked she did not make it into the top 2. It was so good.
And maybe controversial. I liked her runway. Was that controversial?
I don't think it's controversial.
Okay, because I loved it.
We're going to say who our top 2 were when we get there, but I think Nina West did such a great job. Georges also did a really good job.
Yes. Georges, well, okay, because the 3 like horror characters, right? Like it was like Pennywise, and then also Hennywise is so stupid. But it was Pennywise and then Mick's character, the grudge bitch, and then Georges. I like Mick and Pennywise's parts I weren't like obsessed with until Pennywise started doing like that shit. That was funny.
Yeah.
But Georges tore so good.
I agree.
I love that little robot bitch. Did you know that we've had... Huh?
You had what?
We had Megan on Drag Race twice in a year.
Wait, when else was Megan there?
On Canada, season 4. Melinda Verga.
You're the one watching Canada. Oh, that's so...
I did not
I knew it was
say
somebody. Someone had to be watching. You're the one. Okay, we found out. No, Canada's great. We love Canada.
I will be watching Versus the World. I'm a Lemon stan. Boots.
It's the best franchise. Shout out to Lemon. Lemon's album was really good. What was it called? Like
Citrusy.
Citrusy. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, I think that Megan is honestly between Pennywise, the girl from The Grudge, and Megan. Megan's probably the least iconic of the 3 characters for sure. Even though she did have this great big TikTok moment, but
sure,
Georges did a very good job, and I love how she was like her the way that she moved her body was really perfect. Her little smiles, she did a really good job.
They really built up that narrative of her being like, how am I gonna be like silly and Georges but robotic? And so I clocked it. I was like, I feel like she's gonna figure it out.
I don't think that Angeria would have done as good a job as Nina did with that character, by the way. I think that Angeria probably got saved by that.
It was giving to me, yeah, probably. And it was giving to me that character was one of those ones where it's like not written for the person, but like might as fucking
written for the person.
Because that is Nina West.
If you all go back and watch the Bitch Who Sold Christmas or whatever the Drag Race Christmas musical movie was, you can see roles that were written for other people but end up getting cast by someone else. Brooklyn Heights plays a Russian hooker.
Is Katya in the movie?
No.
Or did they just couldn't get Katya?
He's not in the movie. So Brooklyn Heights is playing a Russian hooker. Are y'all listening to what I'm saying to you? James Mansfield is playing a bleach blonde Barbie bitch. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Anyway.
That is crazy. Anyway.
Right? And I'm like, you guys could have changed it from a Russian hooker to anything else. But, it was a good movie, though.
I should watch it. I won't. I should.
I watched it at the premiere. I watched it. They had a premiere over next to World of Wonder, in the parking lot next to World of Wonder. And it was actually, honestly, it was well written. It was pretty funny.
Was it like a drive-in movie? Like it was
outside? We were all just sitting down in chairs, watching on the projector on the wall.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love. Anyway.
I love the line, "Is that Sam Smith?" That really sent me. And I just cannot get over it. That was so funny.
Like, what did that mean? I didn't get that.
Oh, because that's the outfit Sam Smith wore to the Grammys.
Oh.
When they performed Unholy or something holy. What's the song called? Unholy?
I think it's Unholy.
Yeah.
Drag Race loves to do this thing where they like make a really, really specific and niche reference and just kind of expect everyone to get it. And the girls that get it. But I was like, okay. Because it's just a throwaway line. Like, I don't really understand why it was there, but I guess it was funny if you got it. So good for her.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me, and that's fine. You know what line I really liked? And I think it was Nina's number. Right before the song, like the key shifted, it was like an unholy modulation.
Oh yeah, that was pretty.
So
I enjoyed
funny.
that one. I'm gonna text you the picture of Sam Smith.
Is it literally like a 1-for-1 outfit?
No, it's really just your number's no, I'm just kidding.
Do you have my number?
I think so. I have someone named Dawn. Somebody named Dawn is getting a picture of Sam Smith from Bob the Drag Queen right now.
Bob, should I tell a story about when we went out in San Francisco? Or should I leave that off the pod?
You can tell a story. What happened? You mean the shenanigans?
The shenanigans.
Okay. We'll talk. Okay, that will be an Untucked exclusive.
Okay,
so
okay.
If y'all want to hear about me,
Dawn, Plasma, my friend Katie, Heroin,
was Malicious Skunt.
Malicious Skunt was there, yes.
And a crazy night in San Francisco. Then please tune in to the Patreon exclusive Untucked. Y'all know Untucked. We never talk about Untucked. Untucked is so boring this season. we never talk about Untucked. We always talk about drama. So that's what we'll be doing over on the Untucked this episode.
Period.
Did you get that picture? Is this not you?
I did not get a picture from you.
Oh my God. Jesus. What's your area code?
919.
Oh! Who is this? Who is this? Who did I just send this to?
I do not have your phone number.
Text me the number and I'll look into it.
I don't know who I just sent. Someone just got a picture of Sam Smith randomly. Someone named
from
Dawn.
Bob the Drag Queen. That is crazy. Because how many Dawns do you know? There's not that fucking many.
I have two Dawn. I have one Dawn, and I have someone named Dawn Crystal.
Oh no, that's me.
Oh no. This is Dawn. This is Saphira Crystal's mom. Her name.
Yes.
Yes. So me and Saphira Crystal's mom were texting.
I love that. I love Dawn. I love unknown fact. Saphira Crystal's mother's name is Dawn.
Yes.
Which, obsessed with that.
Fun fact. And she's an insurance adjuster. And when my house burned down, she helped me out a lot.
Oh my God. Your house burnt down?
Girl, 2024 has been a crazy year.
It burned down this year?
This year, girl. I'll catch you up. But between the episodes, I'll tell you how crazy my year was. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. My house burned down on January 10th.
Okay,
Insane.
I could be wrong, but I'm 90% sure that's one of your drag kids from Colorado for We're Here.
Oh.
Well, my drag his name wasn't Dawn.
Oh, maybe not.
Anyway, that's the point.
It's a Colorado number.
Oh, well, girl, it's probably some New York City drag queen I knew 15, 16 years ago.
A filthy transplant.
Literally. So let's keep going. So let's go now. During the makeup moments, they're having a conversation about who to give a badge to. And the only really conversation that I'm seeing is truly just Georgia saying, if I get a badge, I'm gonna give one to Chanel.
Do you think so? Georgia says, I'll give one to Chanel because my sister's really been putting in the work this season, which she has. Good for her.
Yeah.
We love Chanel. But also, I would give mine to Chanel too, because she doesn't fucking have any.
Yeah,
So
Chanel's
it's
not
like-
a threat, and you get to be benevolent. So you get to be
Right.
not threatened by who you give the badge to, and you get to be completely benevolent by giving the badge.
Exactly. My girl Georges, she's smarter than you think. She's
Yeah.
playing the game, okay?
So let's talk about the runway.
Wait. Can I say something?
Of course.
This scene is crazy to me because I don't think I've ever seen a moment like this where they're filming between challenge and runway. Do you get what I'm saying? Because usually it's like they'll do the challenge and it'll be like next day.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like there's always this, like we did it like 10 times where it's like you do the challenge and then you change really quick for the runway, but they never film it. So I was gagged to see that where like they're taking off their makeup and putting new shit on. I was like, damn, they're trying new shit.
They didn't capture any makeup moments beforehand.
Exactly.
Or they didn't air it anyway. If they did, they didn't air
Right.
anything.
I love, like, even when Drag Race, I'm a super fan. When Drag Race plays, like, new music in the background, I'm like, that's new. I've never heard that one before. I love finding these, like...
No, that's
little
fine.
things.
I appreciate that, too. And I think that something I noticed, too, is, like, during Untucked, they have a... They are now filming the girls get changed into their lip sync outfits. It's part of Untucked now.
I didn't watch the last 5 minutes of Untucked. That's so interesting.
The last 5 minutes is literally just that black and white recap anyway. It's just like RuPaul. It's just them literally black and white, lip syncing in slow motion, and then someone in fast motion walking away, either being eliminated or winning.
Do you have strong feelings about that outfit change? Because I think it's really excessive.
You mean I think that is smart because sometimes the stuff you wear on the runway you just don't want to lip sync in. It's so expensive. It's so hard to lip sync in.
Really?
Depending on what the challenge is. And what happened was during All-Stars 2, or was it All-Stars 2, the girls were just changing without saying anything. They would just change clothes. And then they started doing more and more and more. And then it got to the point where everyone was changing clothes to lip sync into. Because you don't want to
see
lip syncing in the outfits that you bring there. Normally the stuff that we wear on the runway is stuff that we would not normally do like some crazy performance in.
Girl, you're preaching to the choir here, all right? But I liked it when it was like there's a top 2 and so they change, but it seems excessive for every single one of them. Like, do they have like 12 lip sync outfits or do they just rewear them?
I think
I don't know.
The girls all thought they were going to be lip syncing. Like, so if you see, like, for example, when Got Meg did not change outfits this week.
Okay, I wasn't going to bring it up.
And I don't think Got Meg thought she was going to win.
My girl missed a lot of steps.
She was like, girl, I ain't motherfucking changing this motherfucking outfit. I ain't about to motherfucking win. Why would I change? Why would I change? You know what I mean?
It's like a fun little like layer of like, they don't talk about it, but you can tell who thinks that they're going to win or who doesn't.
Exactly. Like a couple weeks ago, Nina West changed into this gorgeous dress for the lip sync. A dress better than almost anything she's worn on the runway. Which is crazy. And she covered it up in a big pink thing. You only see it for a second in Untucked. Second in Untucked. Because when she's on the stage, she's wearing this giant pink Diana Ross style cover up over it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't get to wear it. So will she wear it again?
Maybe, hopefully somewhere at some point.
There was also an episode where Nina West inexplicably changed into a Christmas outfit for the Nicki Minaj lip sync.
That was crazy. I was gonna bring it up because that is crazy.
To know what she had planned. Would love to know what she had planned.
Chanel loved it.
Let's go into this. Let's go into these looks. So I want to say out loud right now that RuPaul looks it. Okay,
divine.
It looks like her skin. It looks like she's wearing fishnets over skin, but she also has on hip pads. Like when she was walking, it wasn't giving stocking. It was giving fishnets over slick skin.
Do you think there's just visible pads in there, but the dress is like doesn't matter?
Or if the pads are in the
dress.
The dress. Or if she just, I have had moments where I put my fishnets over the pads because you won't see it unless I'm doing something really crazy. So she could have the pads underneath the fishnets too, and then so that way you can see her skin. But it looks really cunt.
Either way, she looks amazing. I love this hair on her. I always love red hair on RuPaul, and this, like, I feel like she doesn't do like a half up, half down a lot. Like it's usually just like this big thing. I love it.
Yeah, all the judges look great. Everyone looks great.
Can I say something that might upset the people in the room?
Oh God, say it, please. Say it loudly.
Who is this woman?
Oh, okay. So Christine W. I do not know Christine W. I had to look up Christine W. Christine W. is one of the old school house divas who did like housey pop music for the gays back in the day.
I'm gonna look her up really quick.
Christine W.
Oh, good for her.
She had the song they lip sync to.
Yeah, I figured. Watching in Untucked, she was really cool. Like she seemed very down to earth, which I thought was dope.
Yeah, I love her protect and serve line. We'll talk about that later.
She looks great. Madison looks great. Michelle always looked. I didn't say this earlier. Michelle, while they were recording, looked so good. She's just so pretty.
She did, except one thing that drove me crazy. She had her hair pulled back, and her piece was all black. But your hair has gray. So there's no gray in your piece. It's just in your. So it kind of like she had a wig.
And that's why you're a winner. You really understand looks and how to serve a look, Bob. You really get it.
Famously. I famously serve looks. So let's go on to so Plastique Tiara is doing some Mugler Birth of Venus inspired dress.
Some Cardi B bullshit. Yes, I love it.
The only thing is this. When queens do replicas or remakes of incredibly expensive garments, it shows you how expensive the other garment is.
Yes. It's like when you're doing a recreation or an homage that's so similar, it almost has to be better or else it's just worse. And then the only thing you think about is that it's worse. Now, don't get me wrong. And also, I just want to say this right now. All 9, how many people are in this cast? Oh, whatever. All of them look better than I have ever looked in my entire life. So we're going to start there. I'm not obsessed with it.
I'm not obsessed with it either. And I think it's because I'm just thinking about the really expensive one that Mugler made. It's kind of like, what was that dress? The lobster dress? Google the lobster dress right now.
Oh, yes. The one that Mugler, every bitch on the earth has recreated.
Jay, can you put the Mugler lobster dress on the screen, please?
Oh my God.
All these queens kept redoing the lobster dress.
So just to clarify, it's called the Chimera dress.
Drag me. But if you Google lobster dress, it'll show up. All these queens were doing the Chimera dress, and all I could think was, my God, it looks so cheap when everyone else does it.
Right.
And if I hadn't seen Mugler's Chimera dress, I would have no thoughts about it. I'd be like, oh, this looks fierce.
Right. I just Googled Mugler lobster dress, and the third image that popped up is Sasha Bell. Season 7.
Oh my God. Yeah, there she is in the fucking lobster dress.
And there's the Birth of Venus dress, the Mugler one.
Yep.
Anyway.
Let's move on to Angeria. I mean, this is the best look of the week. Angeria has the motherfucking. This is not. I don't want to hear no conversation. I don't want to hear no back talk. I don't want to have no conversations. This is the best motherfucking, including the judges, including the people on the camera crew, including all the queens. This is the best motherfucking look of the week.
Yes, 100%. This coat was probably like $1 million. Like, it's so dense with that feather. Oh, and then she takes it off, and this, like, the way that the pearls drape, it's a very smart, artistic, and intelligent use of pearls. Where I think that's like part of what my issue with Plastique's outfit was, is that it felt like the pearls were just kind of thrown on, you know? Like, the outfit itself is great, but, like, the pearls were, like, some of them were dangling, some of them were droop or whatever. And this is, like, it accentuates her form. It accentuates her figure. It connects the feather. Like, it's so... And her mug is mugged. My God.
Stunning. It's very muggy.
No, she looks amazing.
Very muggy out here. Very muggy.
I liked in Untucked when the girls were talking about how she walked so slow. Because I know that they were all just sitting in the back. They're like, what the fuck is taking this bitch so long?
Girl, she took the scenic route, honey. She took the scenic route. Let's go on to Chanel. So Chanel looks great. This is one of my favorite looks Chanel's ever worn. This is also one of my top looks of the week. I think this look is so good. I love these giant pearls. She took it in a way that no one else took it. It's very different for her. I love this look.
I like it. I don't know. Listen, objectively, it's great. It's gorgeous. She looks great. Her mug is always mugged. I like the concept. I like the idea. I don't like the use of nude cutout, but then her face is white. That doesn't make sense to me. And maybe that's just me nitpicking. It's just me nitpicking maybe because I always do like different colors everywhere, you know? And so it's like if my face is nude, then the cutouts are nude. And my face is pink, whatever. So I wasn't obsessed with that. It also like I maybe I just hate this holographic blue because the rest of the outfit is really cool. But I don't know. I'm not like obsessed, but it's kind of, and Chanel always looks like her mug is just crazy.
One thing I will say, my only critique for this look is that because of the way that Chanel paints her lips, when she does her face in white, it looks really clowny because
Yes.
Chanel paints past her lips in a way like to the sides, and when your face is white, it really makes you look kind of clowny.
That's also the problem with white makeup. That's hard is that if you don't already have good bone structure, which she does, so she's pretty fine, but like you can't highlight, you know, because your face is fucking white. So what are you gonna highlight it with?
Yeah.
Right. So it takes away some of the dimension. I really think I just hate this blue, but I like the rest of it. And I don't know, maybe I wish that she was cinched a little more, but that's just me being crazy.
Let's move on to Gottmik, who this is the first time I've ever heard a designer who's not a major designer get a shout out on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes,
Ever.
I noticed that.
Ever. And I think they
Yes.
only kept it in so RuPaul could ask if he's a boxer.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, it's so weird because they ask, like when I was filming, like they asked me who made my stuff sometimes, and I'd say like whoever in Brooklyn made my shit, but they never aired it. And I was like, they probably kept that in for the joke. They wanted that bit.
You'd be like Pinwheel, or you'd be like, Black and White Stripe. They'd be like, no one. That's a no one. Get rid of them. Don't use that nobody's ass fucking. I can't even make jokes about this dumb shit. What joke am I gonna make about Perietta? Get this dumb shit out of here. Don't ever, if it's not Gucci, Fendi, Prada, don't even speak it out loud, bitch. But if RuPaul can make a joke, they will keep
then
it.
it's in.
Weird, she was like, I don't know if she knows. I'm like, Diego Montoya has made so many outfits that you have seen, RuPaul. RuPaul has seen so many Diego Montoya outfits with her own eyes.
Yes.
Right in front of her.
Like,
she has complimented so many of Diego Montoya's outfits. It's kind of crazy.
Because they're always the best ones, too. Like, RuPaul knows Diego's signature probably by now, because this is giving Diego.
Do you have any Diego Montoya pieces?
Girl, I was just on the season. I got that kind of money.
Screaming. I have
I want one.
I have two Montoyas. This is my yellow gown that I wore for my Pride series. And
that is so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wow.
Should I text it to the other Dawn again?
Yeah, do it. No, I'm going to look it up. Bob the Drag Queen yellow dress. Oh, I love this dress.
Is it me holding an owl?
An owl?
Well, in one of the pictures I have an owl on my hand.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what are you
No, I like this headpiece too. It's the yellow for your Pride series with the little.
Oh, yeah, that's a great. Oh, I'm holding a purse.
You look.
The owl comes later.
When was this?
This was 2019.
2019.
You look great.
Yeah. 2019. Waist snatched, honey.
Yeah, girl, that's crazy.
Snooched. And I actually squoze back into that dress in like 2021, which was really gaggy. I was like, girl, how am I gonna get back in this fucking dress? But I got in there. I got up in there.
What's your other Diego?
It is this Nefertiti. Can you send it to Dawn, Jake? I don't even know how to find it. Jacob photographed it. Bob, hold on. If you Google Bob the Drag Queen Nefertiti.
That's what I Googled. Oh, did you have a big afro?
No, we'll get it. No, it's this. It's this here.
Oh yes. I'm familiar.
It's just a headpiece with like a necklace. I
see it.
Yeah. And that is also here on screen, so you all at home can see it as well.
Gottmik looks amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I love this. You know what my favorite part is?
Wait, sorry. He also made the Phoenix look.
Oh yeah, Diego did make my. That's right. Diego did do my Phoenix look. Yeah. Oh, that was one of my favorite looks I've ever worn. Actually, yeah. Diego, that was my first Diego. Actually, my Phoenix look. You're right. Thank you, Jacob.
I'm looking it up. Oh. Whoa. Okay. No, but Gottmik the on the legs, like you have all this like skeletal thing and like the horns and whatever. On the legs, it almost looks like it turns into hands gripping the bottom of her foot if you zoom in on that. And
yeah, it
it's
kind of
so
does.
cool.
Yeah, this look is absolutely stunning. I love that she did black pearls.
Love the black pearls with the white face.
I love that you can see her tattoos through this garment. That is so awesome. It looks really sleek. This is great. And it happens to fit this challenge perfectly.
Yeah, true. No, it's perfect. It's so good. She always looks good though, so.
Let's go on to Roxy Andrews. I don't love this one, to be honest.
I really like it. She was okay. I don't mean this in the shady way, but it's gonna sound shady. Well, on the runway, she said that she made it, and you can tell just in that it doesn't have that like insanely expensive aspect to it, but I think it looks really good. I like the way that kind of like in Jiria's, the way that the pearls are used so intentionally to like highlight her figure, I think is really cool. I personally am kind of sick of these like that one that Morphine was wearing when she sent me home, like the chain headpiece and like the share kind of thing.
I can see why you'd be sick of it personally.
Anyway, so let's move on to Jordan.
You're like, something about this
something about that specifically.
This bob made of chains or pearls. Something about it I don't like.
I'm fucking tired of it.
Because it's not even being done that often done. Let's be honest. It's not done that frequently.
Is it not? I guess maybe it's like Tsunami did it on my season, Morphine did it on my season, and now Roxy's doing it. I'm like, I feel like it's just a lot. But she looks
following
good.
You everywhere.
I think her makeup is really, really sickening tonight too.
Always. She always looks absolutely stunning. Let's go into George's. So George's doesn't do a whole lot with the pearls. I mean, this look is great, but it just feels like it's not really what the category is calling for.
I disagree, and I'll tell you why. Because I think, and maybe I'm going to say this because I got dinged for it a couple times on my season on the internet, but like I think that the theme of the challenge should be a jumping off point, right? And if the jumping off point led Georges to this little dress with some pearls on it, good for her. I don't think we should dock her points for it. There are pearls on the garment.
I mean, no points were docked. She won this week, so literally,
all right, never mind.
Not a single point was docked. I do love the way that she has them in her hair, though. The way that she has them in her hair is so elegant. It looks so good, and this is a beautiful. She looks genuinely stunning to me.
No, she looks incredible. My only thing is like I love the wig and I love the outfit. I don't personally really see how they go together, but she looks good. So,
you know, it's always a wild ride to find out what a hairstylist or a queen will do to fix the nape of their wig. It's always wild to see what they'll do. And what Georges did is a mullet, so it goes down in the back. It's just like because most of our
that's the way to do it, though.
Most of our wigs, not some of them do, but they don't all have lace on the back. So the back of the wig is going to look like the back of a wig, all right? So Georges, what you do is some people they will back comb the wig, and then it from certain angles it kind of looks like it's growing out of your head, and for some reason it just like it's falling down a little bit.
But if you bend your head forward, it's just Lego hair. Just like
And Nina West also did something where hers was like a swoop, which I didn't love the back of her wig, but anyway,
I love to take an updo and just add a bob. You know,
just put a bob back of the wig.
Just put a bob on it. Anyway.
I like for my updo, like I wear a bun, but the bun will cover the back of the wig. The bun will be so big that it will just cover the nape of the wig.
Or an intricately placed decal or fabric drape or something. Cover it.
A little scarf or a hair tie. You gotta cover the nape of that wig. And I like what Georges did here.
Yeah, no, agree.
Let's move on to your most controversial opinion of the week, according to you.
I didn't say all that.
Nina Westiana's dress. I like this dress. I think she looks good. I like it.
This House of Love is making me want to be crazy. I love it.
Love.
Everybody say love. I love it from here up. I'm like obsessed. I love the little thing on her face. I love the hair. I think it's such a good use of pearls because it's delicate and subtle, and it's not just like I have a bunch of fucking pearls on my body. Very giving Pearls. Oh, no pun intended. Pearl's speech in the Hello Kitty challenge, where she's like, I didn't want to just like throw Hello Kitty trinkets all over myself, and like everybody else has them.
But the irony is that she's literally just wearing a Hello Kitty, like
on her fucking head,
and like a tube, a Hello Kitty tube, with a giant Hello Kitty on her head. I didn't want to just throw Hello Kitty all over myself.
She should have won that challenge. No shade. I'm kidding.
No,
Nina West. This part I love. I love the hair. Do you remember? Hold on. Do you remember in season 11 when Michelle was like, Nina, you're a big girl and you got big shoulders? That's what it's giving to me. It's like, I don't like the shape of this dress.
That was one of the craziest critiques that's ever aired on RuPaul's
and the way
Drag
Nina's
Race.
just going, yeah.
Nina, you're a giant monster with a large body. Big, huge shoulders.
Maybe the biggest we've ever seen. Just massive.
And that being said, hide your body. Hide your big, giant body. You bitch.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with the way the skirt falls. I'm not obsessed with the waistline, but I really like.
You turned on this dress so quick.
I did. I really did. I don't think I like it.
You really do a leap with this. You did a full 180.
And I'll do it again.
I wish you didn't take the glasses off. I didn't know there were glasses. I thought they were connected to the hair. And when she took off the glasses, I was annoyed.
It's like, oh, those are just glasses.
Yeah, that wasn't as cool.
Or like if they were like glued to her nose, you know?
Right?
That'd be cool, but whatever.
Let's move on to Vanjie. This is stunning.
Incredible.
Oh, how does she pack this? I keep thinking how. There are certain outfits I was thinking to myself, how does she pack this? How does she pack this?
Because that doesn't look collapsible.
At all.
It's not inflatable. It's just a big fucking shell. Maybe she put the shell like a bowl and she put her other outfits in it, duct taped it, and that's just what she sent on the plane.
Yeah, maybe that was. Well, she lives in LA or she in Vegas.
Oh.
Girl, she walked it over. She
called
it over.
Uber. She Uber delivered it.
Uber delivery girl. She looks so good. This looks absolutely stunning.
And
I don't have a single note for this outfit. She looks amazing.
I don't have a note for this outfit, but I have a note for the fandom because I did see some Twitter discourse, and by that I mean it's probably like a tweet that was like, it's just a bodysuit with the fucking thing. It's like, no, you don't. Like, I feel like sometimes the Drag Race fans get so like stuck in this like critique that like they just apply it to everything when it doesn't make fucking sense. Like, yeah, on the lower half, it's kind of just like a dress with a little bodysuit, whatever. But that's the simplicity of that allows for the elegance of this to be impactful. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree with you.
And it's just incredible. And I love the pearls on the hip. Oh. And did you see how rhinestone those tights are?
I mean, they are
just
sewn down.
To the gods. Anyway,
anyone that can look at this garment and call it just a bodysuit has no understanding of costuming, of wardrobing, anything at all. Because even this suit itself, you can tell it looks like it has either a corset built into it. It is very intricately made. It's stone, incredible. I mean, the way that everything, the mirror inside the mirror inside the shell. This is beautiful. She looks amazing.
And the wig, I liked it when she was talking and crying, and the wig started shaking. What did RuPaul say? She's like, you got a whole sound booth on your fucking head.
Yeah, I don't know you're gonna sound that good, which is crazy. You have a whole sound booth on your head.
Yeah.
What I found interesting was I really I wrote this. My favorite quote of the episode is this: "I do be crying."
I do. I clocked something else during someone's critiques. Okay. And it's that T.S. Madison, icon, love her to death, she's amazing, said during her critiques, of all the Rusicals I've seen, this is the best one, or something like that. And I did a little research to see which Rusicals she has judged. I don't know if this woman has watched them on television or what, so I'm not saying that she's lying or anything. I just wanted a comprehensive list of the Rusicals that T.S. Madison has judged. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
Do you want the list?
Yes.
It is Joan the Rusical from All Stars 8. That's
okay. That's it?
That's it.
This
That's
was...
it.
Wow, Nina. Well, of the two, this was the best one. And you know what? I agree with her.
I was filming Drag Race when the other one aired, so I've never seen it. But I'm sure it's lovely. I heard Candy did great.
Candy did do a good job. Candy did a good job. I think she won that challenge.
The little wire hanger. Woo! Yeah.
So in the end, we find out that the winners are Georges and Chanel, which I want to say my top 3 were Georges, Vanjie, and Nina. Yeah. And I probably would have given it to, I don't know, because Vanjie and Georges for sure. And I don't know who to swap the other one out for. It could be a toss-up for me. But, if I'm going by looks, but if we're going to incorporate the runway, it's going to be Vanjie.
It's Vanjie.
Which I feel like, I don't know how much the runway is really mattering at all. Like, does the runway tip it this way or that way?
I always think it... It's like, I've always thought that it's like the runway could like, maybe if you're in the bottom, you have a really good runway, it'll save you from lip syncing, right? Or if you're like in the top and you might win, but you have a shitty runway, it'll keep you from winning. Monet season 10. And then...
Screaming.
That's too much.
Screaming.
But in this case, I don't know. They just kind of choose when they want to. And that's fine.
So they lip sync to a song by Kristen W, and it is a tie. I personally would have probably given it to Christine.
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know. I would have probably given it to Chanel versus it being a tie. Personally, I thought that Chanel did a little better job connecting with the song. Whereas I felt like Georges was trying to like get in her punch the ghost move.
You know what Chanel was doing a lot of?
It was kind of like, look, I'm doing the move, as opposed to in the past where it just kind of like went in perfectly. But also I will say this song had 3 lyrics to it. Baby.
And you know what? And Plastique wouldn't have known any of them. That's crazy.
So I'm also gagged they split the money.
Did they?
They gave $5,000 to each. I'm like, y'all don't give these motherfuckers each $10,000.
What? Did that happen last time when Roxy and Vanjie won?
I can't remember. I haven't actually. To be fair, I didn't start off watching this season because I was filming The Traitors when it started. So I've only started watching like halfway through. I wasn't supposed to say that. No, I'm kidding.
No. Yeah, that's weird. I feel like also it's odd to me. I guess I don't know. Like, it's odd to me that Plastique has won 4 challenges but has not won a cent of money. Like, I feel like we're being stingy with the charities a little bit.
Well,
but then I guess it's like, what's the point of the lip sync? Because I also don't think that you should have to win the lip sync to get a badge, because then Plastique would have no badges. You know?
Well, you don't have to lip sync to get a badge, but you have to lip sync to get some money, which honestly makes sense to me. I would rather if I was trying to raise money for my charity, it is, you know what it is? It gives a competitive edge, because if you both get $5,000 for a charity, no matter what, then what are we competing for?
What's the point? Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get it.
It's just the top 2, no matter what. So like, you got to be here.
They're competing to scissor. They want the scissors.
Literally for the right to scissor. So
you know what?
Go ahead.
You know what? Chanel was doing a lot in that lip sync that I don't know if I liked it or not, but she was going like, yes, like grabbing shit. You know,
a lot of. She's one of these. She's one of these.
Ooh.
She's one of these.
Queens. I did like it when Georges punched the ghost. I did like it when Georges punched the ghost. I loved it. I'm a Georges stan though. I fucking love her.
So they it's a tie, and they decide. So now at this point, they decide they're going to give each other their badges. Georges held true to her word, and she gave a badge to Chanel. So Chanel now has 2. And then Chanel gave one back to Georges because she said, I heard her say that I was going to give her one. And now Georges has 4. So Georges, Plastique, and Roxy Andrews are tied in the first place with 4 badges each. 4 beautiful benefactresses badges.
I Georgia's giving Chanel badge makes perfect sense to me, right? Sorry, I started chewing. Let me not ASMR this. Georgia's getting a badge from Chanel, I don't think was necessarily the correct strategic choice, right?
Well, I think that Chanel is aware that she's at the very back of the pack. There's
she doesn't
nothing,
think she's gonna win.
She's like, I'm not gonna win. Maybe
actually in Untucked, she's literally like, it would be a meteor would have to strike the earth for me to make it to the finale.
It was
so, like,
crazy.
So she's just like, yeah, Georgia's here, take it. Like, whatever. Yeah.
So maybe right now she's just trying to get someone that she wants to root for to make it far. You know what I mean?
All right. I understand now. I get it.
Last question I have for you before we hop over to Untucked. Who's gonna win RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 9?
Who's gonna win or who do I want to win?
You can answer both.
I think Roxy Andrews is gonna win.
And who do you want to win?
And I think I want Roxy Andrews to win.
Oh, there it goes.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
You know, I feel like the winner, if it's going to be a lip sync, if the lip sync Lollapalooza gives you another badge, Roxy's a great lip syncer. And as a reminder, Roxy has never lost a lip sync in Drag Race history. Ever.
3 seasons.
Never lost a lip. Now, she's about to do a Lollapalooza where she's going to be lip syncing several times in one episode. Now, can she keep this record going? I don't know.
God, I hope so. Because
it's nice to be undefeated. The idea of having this undefeated queen is so cool.
Yes. Is anyone else? Do we know? Someone fact check.
I mean, Plastique has never won a lip sync on Drag Race.
Me either, girl.
I mean, she
There's
said
a lot of queens that have never won.
Well, she said it herself. Well, actually, I mean, she kind of did because she was part of that big group that where Honey Davenport went home. She was part of that. Big group. So I guess she kind of won that lip sync. Did 8 people win that lip sync?
I guess.
Anyway.
No, I think all of them lost it, and then one person went home.
Yeah, honestly,
you know what I mean.
It was an experiment that Drag Race tried, and it was a disaster in my humble opinion.
What's your criteria? People who lip synced multiple times, like how many times and never lost?
I would say you have to lip sync more than once to have never. Which Dawn has lip sync more than once. Dawn has lip sync twice now. Right?
Ew. I don't want to talk about that.
You're the one who brought it up, bitch.
I mean, Sasha Velour lip synced twice. Does she count?
Maybe 3. Three to be undefeated.
I would say this: you have to be on more than one season. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's what it is.
You have to be on more than one season.
One season.
But Cameron Michaels, Cameron Michaels, no, she did lose one because she lost the finale.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I'd say multiple seasons to be undefeated.
Wait, maybe Jada Essence Hall. She's the only one I can think of. I don't remember her All-Star 7 track record.
She wasn't in the bottom that many times though. I don't know her All-Stars run either. Anyway, we don't have the numbers. We can press numbers all day. We don't have them. What we do have
is in the comments.
Some Drag Race historian will be in the comment section and be like, actually, what we do have time is go over to Untucked. Wait, what did we say we're gonna discuss in Untucked? What was it?
Our San Francisco journey.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about our San Francisco journey. And we're gonna talk about what happened during Untucked. We'll see y'all there. It is a Patreon exclusive, and thank you, Dawn, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.